One thing I'm really noticing is that the community, or a large aspect of the community, aren't happy with the latest Battlefront community transmission focused on, I suppose, the main point, droidekas. And we know the community transmission, we know everything that's in there, the new tank for the Republic, the droidekas, like I said, some new clone skins, an Anakin skin, Felucia, Naboo, Capital Supremacy. It's full of pretty insane content, especially those droidekas. I still can't get over that they're actually coming to the game. But the community are not happy, and I wouldn't say they're not happy because they're not satisfied with what's in this transmission. It's more of the fact of how this was promoted, how was this marketed, and how it was hyped up as well. It was hyped up to be the biggest community transmission yet, 2 to 3 transmissions in one, which, okay, maybe I can see that. I mean, personally, let me get this out here straight away. I'm satisfied with this community transmission. I just know because of how the video is going to sound due to the title and the thumbnail. There's not really any other way I can make it sound differently, but it's going to sound to the casual person like I'm not happy. I'm actually 100% happy with this community transmission. I know this is so shocking, I'm semi-speechless myself, to be honest. Fire Guy Gaming is happy with a community transmission? Insane. But on a serious note, let's break down why people aren't happy and then why I think you shouldn't be too worried. So I kind of made a video last week talking about how Fallen Order has to take the spotlight for now. And that's the main thing, you know, I've said countless amounts of times that I wanted to see Ahsoka and Ventress in this transmission, and if I saw Ahsoka, because she's my favourite character, I would have been satisfied immediately. But they weren't in there, but I wasn't unimpressed when I didn't see Ahsoka or Ventress. I was just kind of there like, yeah, well, you know, Fallen Order's coming out. While my opinions on that game are irrelevant, why would they announce 2 heroes like Ahsoka and Ventress, who would clearly overshadow half of the marketing of that game for this weekend? I think that's what it comes down to. There was never going to be anything in this transmission that would overshadow Jedi Fallen Order, and you have to bear that in mind. This was Fallen Order's weekend when it comes to the Battlefront, or the Star Wars gaming community, let's say, and that had to take center stage, which is why, personally, I'm so shocked that they announced droidekas, because to an extent, I feel like that has taken a lot of the spotlight. Not as much as new heroes would have, but I've seen a lot of people talking about droidekas over talking about Fallen Order, so I was so shocked to actually see that they included something as big as droidekas. Felucia, I think they played that situation very well. They announced there was a new planet coming. I don't agree with that it's not coming for Galactic Assault as of yet, as that's not been confirmed, but I think they did it right. They showed a bit of concept art, but nothing, no gameplay, nothing that would overshadow Fallen Order. Another reason people aren't impressed is because the droidekas don't have a counterpart. In the transmission, it was made to look like the droidekas and the new tank was kind of like the side-by-side reinforcements. That's not the case. The tank has been confirmed to be part of the armor class, the droidekas are part of the enforcer class, and the way it's going to work is that the Separatists won't be able to spawn in any more reinforcements than the Republic. The way this is going to work is that you'll have the option between the Super Battle Droid or the droidekas, so they're still going to have the same amount. I get that, it's fair, but it's a bit weird how they introduced this without any counterpart for the Republic. Clone Commandos, where were they? They'll probably come at a later date. It's just it's a little weird to do this. The tank obviously already has its counterpart in the game with the Separatist tank. Another thing that people were not happy about once again was, I believe, Felucia not being at least confirmed to be on Galactic Assault. Very disappointing, because when you look at Battlefront from the start, Crate was pretty much in the game from launch. It came a month after. We've only had 1 new Galactic Assault map since then, Geonosis, and when you look at Galactic Assault, it's constantly the same maps, and it has been since launch, apart from Geonosis. That's just 1 new map. And when it comes to maps and weapons, that's where Battlefront 2 is really struggling. It's a topic for another day, but the 2 areas that it really needed something wasn't there. Skins once again, Palpatine, Luke, Maul, the list is endless really. All these heroes are missing skins. There's so many highly requested skins, especially Luke. He's like the main character of the saga, or the main character of the originals. And he's without skins really, apart from the Hoth skin from Battlefront 1. So there's a lot of missed opportunities in here, and I do see that. However, I don't think it was the biggest transmission looking back at it yet. It might be, but it definitely wasn't what they hyped it up to be. However, the reason I'm impressed is because they didn't want to overshadow Fallen Order, and I do believe they included a lot in this, considering that was the fact. Considering they didn't want to take our eyes off Fallen Order, they included much more in this than I expected. As soon as they said this wasn't going to be an EA play, we had to kind of tone down our expectations just because of that reason. But that's how I'm feeling about this whole situation, everyone. Let me know your thoughts. Are you happy with the transmission? Are you not? I know there's a lot of people who are happy with it, and don't let me take that away from you. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.